What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking METABO Plunge router. Not just any router, but the METABO Plunge router. It's got a lot of cool features. We got Eric out in the field with Chuck. We're gonna send them over. We're gonna send you guys over there. But before we do, we just want to say click the like button and subscribe, and let's go.
All right, guys. I'm here with Chuck. I've known Chuck for a long time, and dude, some of the woodworking stuff that you've done, that you've shown me, is absolutely awesome. We're here in the Chicago area. What's the name of your business?
Drajo Contracting and Design.
Okay, cool. You can look that up online. And how long have you been doing this for?
24 years.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Today we're gonna go over the METABO HPT. Now, have you ever heard of METABO?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You've never heard of METABO?
Never heard of METABO.
Not even the grinders?
No.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's wild that you've never even heard of them.
Right.
All right, that kind of blows me away. That's cool, though. That's awesome. Okay, so you do a lot of woodworking. You've done a lot of fine stuff. You use routers, right?
Yeah.
What's your go-to routers that you use? What are some of them?
I like the smaller scale size routers. This like the Makita here.
Like the trim routers and stuff like that?
Trim routers, because it's lightweight. I can zip in and out of things pretty quickly. If I'm using, if I'm building cabinet doors, so the five piece doors, with the style and rail, I'll use this Bosch router, and then I just have a regular porta cable plunge router.
This is the one. This was my first router.
Yeah,
I love the thing. It still works. It's like champ,
Yeah, and I don't know if it's even. This is not even a plunge router. This is just a
regular. Yeah.
Just a regular router, and I was actually using it to over here on this truss system that I built.
Yeah.
I needed to level out a slab that was severely twisted, and I had to take an inch off of each end to make it flat.
Oh, really?
So I built a jig and used the router to basically plane it.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever, when you're in clients' home or you're on site, do you ever have to use routers, or you use them mostly here?
On site, I use the smaller ones because they're easier to move around.
Hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Would you ever think of going cordless with that?
Yeah.
Really? Have you ever used a cordless one?
No, I never have.
Dude, check this out. So this is the first plunge router.
Yeah.
Cordless plunge router, I should say. So, I think we got everything in here.
Oh, this is nice. It actually has a really, I guess you would call it suspension.
Isn't it? But isn't it smooth?
Right. Super smooth. Okay.
So it comes with these. Now, I love routers in it, but I have no idea what they are. But I see it's got 3/8 inch. It's got other things on there. I have no idea. What are these? Do you know?
So these are just attachments that you use if you're doing dovetail drawers.
Okay.
Depending on the size of the router bit. This is just like basically kind of like a guide. So when you're going in and out of the dovetail jig, you're not the blade isn't hitting the jig.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's very cool. I mean, like, what do you use a plunge router for?
Yeah. So plunge router is if you need to start your routing on whatever bit you're using in the middle.
Okay.
So if you're on the edge here, and if you're doing let's just say you're doing like a pillar post, and you want to have a nice profile on the edge, you can start on over here and just kind of come down and then go in and then do your passes back and forth. Or if you're doing a design where you have the lines going back and forth on the board right in the middle of the board.
Okay, all right.
Line it up,
sense.
pull it, and then run your pass.
Okay, cool.
You use it for just about anything. If you're doing mortises for style and rail doors, or drawer for full-size doors or cabinet doors, you can use this for that. If you create a jig for it, you can come back and forth, create your mortise, and you can have your two pieces, come together.
I like it. So it's just more than fancy than just going up and down. There's actually a use to it. I like it. Okay, cool.
It's cool because you have this edge here. So if you were to run it on a straight edge like this, it's really kind of nice because it's not going to rock on you, and you have really good control. It doesn't matter which way you go with it. You can go this way or you can go this way. But on this one, we're going to go with this. We'll use this flat edge. It looks like you could add attachments on here like a fence or something.
Yeah, it does come with a fence. It comes with this too.
Okay, yeah. So there it is. So let me set the depth on that. We're going to go a little deeper on that. It's pretty easy to figure out, you know, all the attachments and things on here as far as what you want to do. There, that's pretty good. Okay. Battery.
So you're putting on the plunge. You're doing plunging right now.
I'm going to plunge it, yep. Okay. Just so you can see where it's at. So that's that. And you can start it in another spot.
I got you. So the plunge really for detail and all. That's pretty cool.
It's for
yeah,
detailing.
there's so many things you could do. There's
yeah,
so
this
many
is
things you could create.
Totally. So if you wanted to do tracks, so when I see this right here, it just reminds me of like sliding door tracks for cabinet doors. So if you wanted to router this out to insert a track in here,
Okay.
this is perfect for it. You know?
Perfect. Okay.
And the fact that it's battery powered is great because you don't have a cord that's going to get in your way, or you're not limited to, you know, distance.
Yeah.
And this is pretty lightweight.
Yeah. What do you think of that thing?
Yeah,
I mean, just
it's pretty lightweight. It's pretty well balanced, so I don't feel like it's, you know, taking control. I feel like I have pretty good control over it. I know I'm using this backwards, but I just wanted to use that edge right here, but normally it would be set up like this, where you can, you know, have control over it like this, like you're driving a race car.
Yeah, oh, cool.
You know?
Now, variable speed. Do you use variable speed a lot when you're using your routers?
Yeah, and it just depends on the material
Really?
that you're using and how much routing you're doing and the depth. And so really, the deeper the plunge, probably the faster your speed.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, and then just again, depending on the material that you're using, if you're using pressed plywood, you probably want to go a little bit faster on those so you don't get chipping. If you're using solid wood, and just depends on the density of the wood too. You know, if you're using a softer wood, you can go faster. If you're using a more dense wood, you probably want to go a little bit slower, and then your passes are going to be slower.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know?
Okay. Very cool.
John, you ready?
Yep.
Now you can get with the designs here. I'm gonna back that up a little bit. It's pretty precise when you can adjust to everything that you need, you know.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about the plunge. Like you're saying, you could do it's the only thing that limits you is your imagination.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of times with the plunge routers, you want to have some kind of jig put together for whatever you're routing out, right?
Okay.
A lot of times jigs are custom made. Just depends on whatever you're going to be doing. But if you're doing straight passes like this, the fence works up. The fence attachment to this is perfect for it, you know, or just clamping a straight edge down.
So it is good. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can still use regular router bits, like even if you're not plunging, you can still use.
You can still use those.
I mean, overall, what do you think of this thing?
Yeah, I like it, man. This is great. It's not huge, you know. It's still, you know, compact.
Okay.
You know, you can carry it around with you. How long do the batteries last?
It really depends. Like we went through it. It just depends, you know, how deep we're going, how much we're cutting, the speed, and all. It's hard, but you know, we get a lot out of it, which is nice. You know, one thing I forgot to tell you is would this be a good sales thing for you too? So it's battery powered, but they also have an adapter where you can actually plug it in. So if you're like, hey, I'm on a big job and I'm just running, I don't want to run through batteries.
Oh, there you go.
Is that not cool or
yeah,
what?
That is cool.
You know?
Yeah. But yeah, man, it went right through that really well with this bit, and it's got some good power to it.
Sweet.
It would last. I mean, it would last a while, I think.
Yeah, that's what they're made for, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that's, you know, you watch now. You're gonna start seeing a lot more metabos either on the job site, and you're starting to see them.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep my eye out now for them.
Exactly.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.